I was 2 years old when my dad died in Vietnam. The Bible tells me that God says he is the father to the fatherless. I can't remember anything before I was 2, but I can remember as I was 2 after my dad died. Growing up, I would, no matter what I was doing, if I was riding a wheelie from one shade spot on the road to the next shade spot on the road, I was going, Dad, did you see that, Dad? Did you see that? And I was all the time talking to my dad, who I was missing. And if I was fishing, I would say, Dad, did you see that fish? Dad, did you see me catch that? And then about 15, through some unplanned circumstances, there was some divorce going on in my family, and I was on my own at 15 and kind of living the life on, party, like fast lane. Never talked to my dad anymore. Never said, hey, Dad, did you see that? Hey, Dad, did you see this? It was more, hey, did y'all see this? Did you see me do this? Did you see me do this? So playing sports and smoking pot, doing meth. Last time I was in school in 11th grade, I bought a bag of pot and lunch and walked out and never went back. My granddad, who raised me during that time, he was in a quartet, and he was the closest man I ever knew to God growing up. And he passed away, and I really felt alone. And I was talking to God, and he said, why don't you talk to me like you did when you were a kid anymore, Philip? And it hit me. I did not realize at that time, the whole time when I was a kid growing up, I thought I was talking to my earthly father who was in heaven. But I was talking to my heavenly father. He says, Philip, I just need you to talk to me. And about age 27, I said, I'm not going to let anything own me anymore. I walked away from methamphetamines and put down nicotine and started running from sin instead of running to sin. I got down on my knees right there in that room and just surrendered my life fully to him and said, hey, I'm about you now. As much as I'm about me, I want to flip that, and I want it to be about you and about your kingdom. At 42, all my kids were out of the house and in college and about to have my first grandson, and 27-year marriage ended in divorce. It was the lowest point I've ever been to in my life. So I sat here at Lakeview Fellowship, and it was after a Sunday sermon, and I just said, God, I'm gonna get out of the way. I'm just gonna pursue you and you alone. And I'm gonna get out of the way, and I'm gonna quit trying to usher my will into my life, and I just want your will to be done in my life. And 2 minutes later, service was dismissed, and out behind the banner at the back of the room as I'm walking out, my wife, my current wife, but then at that time she stepped out, said, hey, here's my number. Why don't you call me sometime, and I'd like to go out to dinner with you or something. And we've known each other. She was actually the secretary here at the church. And so 3 months later, fast forward, I asked her to marry me here in this church. And 3 months later, we got married here in this church. And I always thought I had a vision of what it was going to be like, my life. And God showed me that his will is way better than mine. His ways are way higher than my ways, and he can see things I can't. He ushered into my life somebody that sees me in a way that I don't see myself. And she's the best thing that's ever happened to me. She's the best thing that's ever happened to my kids. And to see God move in that way, I just fully surrendered to Him. I am Philip Roberts, and I am the church.